What is success? For different people have different definition for success for them. Like let me tell you what is success for me. For me, success is not only wealth, not only time, not only freedom, not only leaving a legacy, but also a holistic success. And what does it mean? It simply means having abundance of time, money, and freedom of doing whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, and with whoever I want. Because I believe that when we have an opportunity, why not grab everything we have? By the way, guys, like this is apart from what I was supposed to share today, is that my mentor, Master Shri Akarshana, is going to conduct an amazing webinar which is upcoming, and the link is in the description box. You can go and book yourself. It's completely free of cost, and I encourage you to do so because he's going to share his 10 years of experience, which is going to happen on 13th of December. And ever since he held my hand, I never looked back in my life. Never. It has my life has changed 360 degree. So coming back to the point, the book which I am going to talk about today is related to what I'm going to talk about as holistic success, the definition of success for me. So hello everyone, Pranav here. Welcome back to my channel. मेरा नमस्ते आप सभी को. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing fantastic as always. So today I'm going to talk about The Monk Who Stole His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. So without wasting any time, let's get started with the video. So before I share with you about the book, let me talk about the man himself who wrote this amazing book and what gave him the right to speak to you about this. His name is Robin Sharma. He's a LLB, LLM, and is one of the world's greatest leader on personal development. After being changing millions of lives across globe, he has 12 books in his name as best-selling internationally, and his book has been published over 60 countries in 670 different languages. Isn't it crazy, guys? And he's also the CEO of Sharma Leadership International, where he teach and guides people. And Microsoft, IBM, GM, these are its normal clients for him. So this is pretty much about the author. Now let's dive into the book and see what it has in store for all of us. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari is a self-help book. And this book is not about having nice stuff or buying materialistic things, but it's about choosing vocation and fulfilling or purpose in life. Now the question is, how do we find purpose in life? I'm sure that this book is going to help you out easily. It's amazing the way it has been shared. The 7 principles which the author talks about in this book is amazing and it's very easy to do and implement as well. So what are these 7 principles? So before I deep dive into those 7 principles, let me share with you about this book is all about the conversation between 2 friends, Julian Mentel and John. So Julian Mentel is a successful lawyer, but with loads of tension and pressure. He even had a heart attack. So one day he decided to leave his baggage of past and luxury life and go to Himalayas in search of peace. So what does he find out? After he come back of 3 years, he first returned to his friend John and he shared his story, what he has experienced in the Himalayas spiritually and what he has garnered there. So yes, let's deep dive into the 7 principles which he talked about in the book with John. Julian shared the 7 amazing principles with the help of a fable which was shared to him by Yogi Raman. And who is Yogi Raman? He is one of the sages of Savannah, which you will understand when you start reading the book. So the first part is about cultivating your mind. Number 1, master your mind. The quality of life is determined by the quality of thoughts you feed your mind with. Every single day we pass on with thousands of thoughts, and it's really important to understand which one to allow to enter in our mind and not to allow, or to simply avoid negative thoughts. Like, it's impossible to avoid negative thoughts completely, but it can be substituted by positive thinking. Like, for example, if I have to put in, like, say somebody told you that you are not being able to do this and this will not work for you. So the straight thing you can substitute is, what if it works for me? What if I can do this? So this shifts the whole energy of your vibrations and you act in a certain way. That is why it is really important to cultivate your mind with the right thought. And with so many information available for all of us every single day, it's really tough, I know. But with regular practice, anybody can master this form. So number one, master your mind. Follow your purpose. Like, I know it sounds funny or ironical because I just now mentioned that you will be able to find your purpose while following these 7 principles. But let me tell you, what does it mean here? It simply means having clear-cut goals, doing what you love, doing what makes you happy. Because during our day-to-day life, what happens is we tend to focus on daily chores and daily habits which we perform. And result being, we don't focus on what we want to do. And we get cluttered as well because of so many information available. And how you can set a goal for yourself, your dream, what is important for you, what makes you happy, write it down on a piece of paper. What will happen is, around thousands of thoughts which passes by, once you write that goal in a piece of paper, what happens is your subconscious mind register that this one goal, one dream of yours is more important than other thoughts which are passing by. And that really helps you a lot because our brain is divided into 2 parts, conscious and subconscious, and 90% of it is all about subconscious mind. It's important to feed your subconscious mind with the right thought, right information, and the goal which you want to achieve and what makes you happy. So if you are confused about how to do it, I have a video made for this as well, and the link is in the description box and even in the I button above. So you can go and watch that video as well, the power of your subconscious mind. So second one being, follow your purpose. Write your goals in a piece of paper and read them every single day so that it triggers you and remind you. Practice Kaizen. That's number 3 for you. It's a Japanese technique where you can improvise and improve every single day with optimism. So what does it mean? It simply means that self-mastery is really important. It's really important that you keep on improving yourself and growing day by day, even if it means that an inch you are growing, because an inch by inch makes a cinch, and it's important to do that. If you're not growing every single day, which means you are dying, being stagnant is not an option, guys. Like, I know I'm very straightforward on this because in the fast changing world, it's really important for us to grow and get updated with what's happening right now, and we can predict accordingly. It's important to keep on updating ourselves. Like in our apps, mobile phone, we have multiple apps running. If we don't update them, then the experience will be really bad. Don't you think so? Right. So it's really important to have that thing in place. So update yourself. Grow by even by 1%. Like if you grow with 1% every single day, you will be 37 times better than what you were before a year ago. It's that powerful. Only 1%. Start by implementing anything with 15 minutes and then grow 16, 17, and then eventually you will reach an hour as well. And to practice Kaizen, what Robin Sharma has mentioned is 10 rituals, which I'm not going to share right now. I want you to go through it and experience. It's amazing. It's a 1 hour practice every single day and it's going to blow your mind. So yeah. Number 3, practice Kaizen. 4th, which I find is the most important thing and where people lack, most of the people lack by the way, is living with discipline. That's 4th principle for you. With this I mean with consistent efforts, with consistent act of courage that strengthen your core, your way of life, and eventually self-mastery. It's really important to be disciplined on a certain task which you do every single day. Be disciplined. Be stick to it. Just do it. I know it's tough. I know you will not get results initially. I know there will be days you want to take off. Just don't take off. Do it. Just do it. Be consistent. That is why I encourage many people around me as well in my videos too. Don't start straight away with 30 minutes or 60 minutes. Start with 10 minutes only or 15 minutes only. Make it a habit. Do it every single day and see a drastic change in your life. So that's number 4 for you. Live with discipline. Number 5. Like, if I have to ask you, what is the most precious thing in this planet? What would that be for you? Comment below, let me know, and let me tell you what is it in store for you guys right now. It's time. Like, once time is passed, you can't get it back. Even every minute you're watching this video, you're losing out on 1 minute. But either you can see it as you are losing out or you're investing to learn something which you can implement in your life and make your life better. The choice is yours. So the 5th one is respect your time. That's the 5th one for you. So what does it mean? Like, we all have 24 hours a day, and what makes a difference? Like, what makes a difference from a successful person and a non-successful person? The difference is the way you utilize your time, the way you prioritize your things, the way you spend your time doing productive stuff and unproductive stuff. So make a list of it. What I often do every single day is I ask myself a question. Not a question, but 2 questions. The things I did productive, one side, which I write it down, and the second side, I ask what are the things which I did which was unproductive. So these are 2 questions I ask, and eventually it started to improve. Like, I used to hate myself initially, but during the time, as it progressed, I started loving it. It was like, wow, it has made a lot of change in my life. So yeah, number 5, respect your time, guys. It's important, the most precious thing you will ever have in your life, even more than money. So use it wisely to grow yourself up. There is a saying, like, the person who takes might be happy, but the person who gives sleeps happy. So what does it mean? And which brings us to the 6th principle. Serve people selflessly. So with this, it simply means that whatever you have and however you can, help people, serve them in any way possible. You can give advice, you can help them financially, you can guide them, you can share your experience. Just do it. Help others without any expectation that they will help you back again. Just do it and see your life changing, because it gives a huge amount of bliss when you help others. Like, the reason why I make videos every single day except for Mondays, because I want to encourage you guys that to read books. Just read books. It will literally make a huge difference in your life. And apart from that, about education and stuff which I talk about, is all about my experience which I have learned through it. And I wanted to share this so that I can help you guys wherever you are stuck. And if you want me other type of videos or something, do let me know in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to make those videos for you. So it's my commitment, guys, to encourage you to read books, to encourage you to get better in your life about personal development and stuff. What is your commitment for your life? So that's number 6 for you. Serve selflessly. The 7th and the last principle which Robin Sharma talked about is embracing your present. Like, what we do most of the time is either we think about the past mistake which we make, or we think about the future which we want to create. In both the cases, what happens is we lose out precious time now. What happens is, like, we waste so much time thinking about them that we forgot that we are wasting today as well. So it's important to embrace your present day. Every second, every minute of your life is important for you. And how can you do that? You can have multiple ways, but book talks about 3 ways. Is spending time with your children. Second, be grateful about every second, every situation, every experience you had, which brought you here, which made you stronger. Third, and the most important thing which I feel is slowly moving towards your destination, your fulfillment, your purpose of life. That will enhance the quality of how you are doing it, living it. So yeah, that's number 7 for you. embrace the present. So if I have to share with you my viewpoint in a nutshell, this book is all about three things, three principal pillars which I found is very profound and really stick with it. What are they? They are being number one, is able to fulfill you in many ways. Number two, provide a deeply meaningful purpose from a place of contribution to others. Number three, allow you to afford to live the lifestyle that you want. So, in short, as I was speaking about the holistic success, having abundance of time, money, and freedom of doing anything, whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, with whoever you want, it fits. Like, literally. I encourage you guys to at least read this book. Just read through it, and I can guarantee you, you will start seeing the world in a different way. That's guaranteed. And I'm sure that you guys might be wondering from where you guys can grab yourself a paperback. What I'll do is I'll put in the link in the description box from where you can click on the link, just buy it from Amazon, and you can also support my channel by doing this. So this is pretty much of the video guys today. I hope that I was able to add value. So thank you so much guys for watching my video and tuning in today. If you think I was able to add value, then do like this video, share it with your friends, and do let me know in the comment section that where you guys are tuning in from and which part of the video you like the most. And if you're new to my channel, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon that whenever my video come to the channel, you get notified immediately. And I'll see you next week again with an amazing book that's really close to me. And I'll not disclose the name yet, but next week stay tuned for that. I'll see you next week. Till then, Mera, Namaste, आप सभी को.